I'm going to make you madder because I like seeing a Chewy have a rant. You ready for this?
Does he agree with Christopher Luxon with regard to the clean car discount? Quote, I think if I can pay, I should pay. And if so, when will he pay?
We've talked about this before. Those are the affairs of my wife. If what you're trying to get to there.
Well, Mr. Speaker, which of the following statements, therefore, does he agree with? Christopher Luxon on the 6th of April, I've got one Tesla, a little Tesla Model 3, yep, and I think I've got to say they're fantastic cars. Christopher Luxon on the 13th of May, I have an electric car, a Tesla, I love it. Or Christopher Luxon on the 14th of June, and again now, I don't have a Tesla, my wife has one.
Point of order, Honourable Chris Bishop.
Here you go.
The Leader of the Opposition is very well aware that the Prime Minister is not responsible for statements made by Mr Luxon, which may or may not be accurate, before he became Prime Minister.
Did you get that?
What? What
Because,
the fuck was this?
because the questions are going to the Prime Minister. They're not going to Christopher Luxon. They're going to the office of the Prime Minister. So the Bish can literally get up and say,
oh my fucking God.
he can literally get up and say how this works in the House, as he's not, the Prime Minister is not responsible for the statements of Christopher Luxon because he's the Prime Minister, and you're talking about someone before the Prime Ministership. Listen again.
Honourable Chris Bishop.
Leader of the Opposition is very well aware that the Prime Minister is not responsible for statements made by Mr Luxon, which may or may not be accurate, before he became Prime Minister.
Will he pay back the more than $8,000 he's received from the clean car discount his government has now repealed?
As I've previously explained, the car is owned by my wife. Those are her financial affairs. I wouldn't bring in the affairs of your family member into public discourse because she's not the public figure.
I think that's actually a very fair point.
The now Prime Minister claimed that he owned the car himself.
Well, look, the realities of that are not immediately evident to me because I don't have those papers in front of me. All I'm saying is that
Throw them at him.
it has been a fairly long-standing convention in this House not to bring family members into the debate.
If a minister mentions their family in the answer to a question in order to avoid answering the question, it is legitimate to therefore ask them follow-up statements about their own statements.
Firstly, the line of questioning is out of order because it relates to matters that are not within the Prime Minister's responsibility. Secondly, notwithstanding that clear statement of the obvious, the Prime Minister has deigned to provide a commentary in which he has said that the matter that the member is referring to relates to a family member, and I would encourage members opposite to uphold the long-standing convention that you, Mr Speaker, have referred to.
Point of order for recipients.
I want to be very clear based on the accusation from Christopher Bishop. I did not bring Christopher Luxon's wife into the debate.
He did not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Christopher Luxon brought his wife's name into the debate. So I just thought that'd be a nice thing to keep you up for the next 6 hours if we watch that, Chewy.
No, that's... Oh, Chris Hipkins brought my wife into it. No, you threw her in like a fucking smoke bomb. Ah, I didn't say it. Like, oh, Jesus. And I think anybody that is in a marriage or a committed long-term relationship to go, oh, fuck, I don't know what my partner does. She can go out and spend 80 grand. I'm not consulted in it.
Yeah, it's not a good look
It doesn't
either.
matter that I said that I have a Tesla like several times. You know,
Well,
so we're going to go back to the parliamentary rule book and points of order because my boss is fucked up big time.